Hey guys, so I'm at another video. Today I just wanted to touch on Jonah and the whale. I'm sure we all know that story. I didn't even realize the Disney movies had Jonah and the whale. There's so many scenes where character had got swallowed by a whale and stuck was in the whale and had to get up. And I remember being a little girl looking at that person getting swallowed by a whale and being stuck. Um, ugh, have you ever been stuck? Have you ever felt stuck and you weren't gonna get out and you couldn't get out and there was just no way, even if it was just a feeling of being stuck, that there's this feeling sometimes and Lord, when I even think that thing about to come back on me, I was like, if I gotta jump, I gotta shout, what do I gotta do to get this out? Because nobody likes to feel stuck. And so yeah, I remember a little girl seeing that characters being stuck and my little self, oh, I can only imagine. Ugh. And then I got older and got yeah. So Jonah and the Well, it's the book of Jonah, and it takes place in Nineveh. And Nineveh is evil town. I'm not gonna say evil town, but they were evil. They practice a lot of evil stuff. What's evil? You define that. So God loved Jonah and Jonah loved God. God told Jonah to preach at Nineveh. Jonah didn't want to because he knew the people were evil. He declined. Um, he was like, God, I am not about to preach to these people. And they're mean, they're evil, they don't like me, I don't like them. Why? No, not giving. And God said, do it. And if God tell you to do something, what that mean? That mean do it, right? Jonah said, I'm out. Like, no, I'm not about to preach to these evil people. Well, as soon as he left, he uh got on a boat, just hitched a ride on a boat with some people, and a storm had came, and the storm was tossing the boat back and forth, and they were let me see, they were praying to their God because people had a lot of gods at that time, and nothing would work. Nothing would work. And Jonah finally said, look, it's my God that did this. He's really all of our God, but y'all want to serve other gods. But it's my God that's doing this. He's mad at me, and yeah, I know it's him. He's doing this because he's mad at me. He told me to go preach to these people. I don't want to preach to them. And so they were like, oh, well, you got to go, because you causing chaos. You got to go. They throw him off the boat, and as soon as I don't blame them, by the way, and I don't even think he blamed them because he knew it was his fault. What was going on? Um, so they threw him off the boat, and a whale swallows him. Oh. And I don't know. I can't say have you ever been swallowed by a whale. And I truly believe this happened. And I believe, things like that don't happen anymore. You just don't hear people like that really getting um swallowed by whales. But it's the feelings, it's spiritually getting swallowed by a whale. And it's dark, it's nasty, you're stuck, it's hopelessness. You're like, how in the world am I gonna get out of this? So I believe known Jonah asked God to get him out because that's a bad feeling to get stuck in a well for 3 days and 3 nights and not believing you and then be alive. Like you'd be like, just kill me already if I'm gonna be stuck like this. But to be alive and all I'm getting out of that is it feels hopelessness. It feels like um it's just not a good place to be in. And I'd say depression, a funk, I feel like that's like where you're bored, like when there's I don't know, but I can just imagine the feeling he felt. And I swear I've been in a well, but I'm crazy, right? So the whale spit him out. Yeah, he had lost hope and thought the foolish things he'd done. He got sad and he called to God, and on the fourth day, Jonah was set free. God told him, "You can't hide from me." God told him to finish his task. Jonah was troubled because he didn't believe that Nineveh would change their ways, but they did. And God told Jonah to tell Nineveh about him. They would have a second chance through Jonah. And Nineveh was Jonah's sworn enemy. In the end, they were not enemies anymore. So they end up listening. And that's just where that story is. So I got a little burnt mark. If you can see it. Yeah. It looked like a little whale. And that to me is my reminder you don't want to be stuck. You don't want to go back in the well. So if I tell you, Dominique, to talk, talk. So if God tells you to do something, listen to him because you don't want to be stuck in a whale's belly like Jonah. Um, and just listen to God. Like he will help you. He will um it's all on faith though, like you go 1 foot, hey, he's seen that you took that one step. He's gonna do that other step for you in the other. So don't be like Jonah. And even if you think people are mean and ugly, like in the inside, ugly and evil and really don't like them and they don't really like you, but if God tell you to talk to them because who cares what they think of you? It's what God thinks of you. So that's all I got for today. Thank you and bye.